Yeah, I hope that and all of you are confident with the prelims examination and APSC 2023. This year's prelims examination was, in my opinion, unique and an excellent examination. Why it is unique? They have given up to the UPSC level. I can tell that not below the UPSC level, exactly the level of the UPSC. Last year, APSC Mains examination also, the questions level was up to the UPSC level. Hence, now an enjoyment comes in the preparation of the APSC examination. Because more than memorizing and by hearting the things, we should be able to make our intellectual capacity to function for qualifying the prelims as well as the mains examination. We can see that above 100, only 2% of the students have above 100. That means the cutoff will never be above 200, above 100. Between 80 and 100, 25% of the students here have between 80 and 100. Many of them, I'm sure that you will be our students, and that is why the cut of the marks came above 80 and 100. Chances are you might be the students of a large number of students are also participating today, I think. Between 60 and 80, see that the cutoff will be here. The exam was not like the last year's examination. The exam was tough, one thing. Second thing, APSC has a policy as per the MP Besbarua committee report. Near to 10 times of the number of vacancies will be the prelims selection. UPSC also has that policy. As per UPSC policy, 12 to 15 times of the number of vacancies will be the number of students qualifying the prelims examination. Last year, near to 350 vacancies were there. Near to 3,500 students qualified the prelims examination. This year, more than 900 vacancies are there, then more than 9,000. By that equation and ratio, more than 9,000 students will be called for the mains examination. That is why sometimes any miracle might happen. Never be disappointed. My marks is only 55, 60. Sometimes you also might qualify. And my survey was out of only 60 students, near to 50,000 students will be there who are appearing this examination. Here also today, as the webinar is exclusively for the mains examination, the students who are expecting to qualify are coming for this program. Then majority will be the people who are expecting to qualify. Large number of people are there who have no hope they will not come to today's program. Hence, if my survey, majority are getting 60 to 80, and in my opinion, that will be the 60 up to 60, even below 60 might come because of these reasons. Why I'm telling that? You should never care of the cutoffs. When I qualified the UPSC prelims examination in 2011, UPSC prelims I qualified. The same year, I qualified the mains examination of UPSC as well. One more thing in between I want to add. In Academy of Civil Services, the faculties we are selecting based on their experience or subject expertise up to the UPSC level. And along with me in academy, there is a history faculty, Ms. Ishala. She has the experience of the mains of UPSC. And we have a faculty, Gidarto, he is taking Assam portion, and he has the experience of the UPSC mains examination. Then we are looking either into the experience of the faculty up to the UPSC level, or the person should be an expert in that particular subject, having higher education. And in that particular, if a person is teaching science and technology, a person having one of the best qualifications in science and technology and having an understanding and analysis of that science and technology in our examination. That way, Academy of Civil Services, we don't compromise in selecting the faculties. I can tell you responsibly because I am the academic director here. And the students who attended our classes in the prelims exam, you will be knowing that. Now let me fastly take you into how we should prepare for the mains examination. As you are here today to prepare for the mains examination, let me give you what can help you to qualify the mains examination. First and foremost thing is that when you are preparing for the mains examination, the most important thing, learn. This learning process for the mains exam, you must finish before the result comes. After the result comes, again going to learn. What to learn, I will tell you. How to analyze and decode the syllabus and how to learn also I will tell you, because the mains part, learning is easy. In the mains, learning is easier than prelims exam. Two reasons. One, already you have enough content and enough knowledge. That is why you are expecting to qualify the prelims examination. Second thing is that in the mains, the syllabus has given in detail. Prelim syllabus is given polity and governance only. But the main syllabus, if you are going through the syllabus published by APSC in their official website, I will show you that. You can see that each and every subtopic is given in the syllabus. Second thing is that practice writing. Here also, sometimes you can do the practice of answer writing from your home. You can practice an answer writing, but there is a specific way of practicing the answer writing in a way that will make you qualify the examination. Large number of students used to call me and tell me that, sir, I have written an answer. Can you please evaluate it? I used to do that also for those who are sending it to my WhatsApp or those who are writing in the class. And I used to evaluate as per the availability of my time. I used to evaluate their papers. Majority answers are looking good. But one problem is there. When you are practicing the answer writing yourself, sometimes you might write an answer of 150 words, or you might write an answer of 250 words, taking some 15 minutes. Taking some 15 minutes in the examination hall, we will have in GS1, 20 questions will be there in GS1. For answering each question, if you are taking 15 minutes to answer every question, then in 1 hour, you can answer 4 questions, 2 hours, 8 questions, 3 hours, you will be able to answer only 12 questions, but you need to answer 20 questions. In Academy of Civil Services, what you used to do, the answer writing is that, and we will give you the question, we'll put an alarm for 10 minutes, because 20 questions, I will tell you how to do the time management. I will, when I'm coming to that portion, I will give you a question. Within 10 minutes, put an alarm of 10 minutes, answer the question within 10 minutes. If you are answering the question, some questions, for example, 150 words question will be the 250 words question will be the 10 questions of 150 words and 10 questions of 250 words. If you are taking 7 minutes for answering one question of 150 words, 70 minutes. If you are taking 10 minutes for answering 250 words, 100 minutes, total 170 minutes. Your exam is in 3 hours. 3 hours is equal to 180 minutes. Then 170 minutes, you will be able to finish all the questions. I can guarantee you that in all the papers, essay paper and 5 GS paper, essay paper, only 2 questions are there. In all the 5 GS papers, if you can attempt all the 20 questions, you will be among the top 10 in the APSC results. Last year, I have seen my students who were able to answer 70% of the questions till they came in the top 100. They did not answer 1 or 2 questions due to the time management problem. And even the students who were unable to answer 1 to 2 questions in each paper, 70-80% answered students, they got below 100, less than 1 up to 1 to 100. And if you are answering all the questions, this training is very important. Time management, that answer writing practice with the supervision of a person by managing the time. For example, I used to do that in the class. I will give a question, will ask the students to write down the answer in 10 minutes. I will put an alarm in my smart board. By the time alarm rings, I forcefully take the paper. Some students' answer will be in the middle, some will be 75%. But if I'm taking forcefully, they will have a tendency in the next attempt, next time to write the answer, finish the answer before 10 minutes. I mean, if you don't manage the time, out of 20 questions, answering 15 questions, the chances of your result is less. Here in the examination, more than looking how much knowledge you have, along with the knowledge, how much management skill you have inside the examination hall is also important. Imagine 2 persons went for the examination, person A and B. Person A has studied everything well. Person B also studied, but person A studied thoroughly. every answer person A knows. Person B has studied, but on an average level. Imagine that person A, when he got the first or she got the first question, lot of knowledge is there for person A on answering the question, wrote a beautiful answer in 15 to 20 minutes. Question number 2, in 15 to 20 minutes, another beautiful answer. Question number 3, up to question number, when the A answered 12 questions, the bell was ringing, time finished. That means the A is able to answer 10 questions of 10 marks, and one out of 250 marks A answered. Imagine for 150 marks answer has been given. B was fast, taken the answer writing practice, and B has answered every question in a short summarized way and with lot of content inside, but did not take much beautification, long sentences. And but B, by the time the bell was ringing, B finished. Imagine 19 questions, one question's answer B was not knowing. Then B's exam becomes out of in 250, B's exam becomes in 230 or 240, 230 or 235. B has given the answer of 235 questions, 235 marks. A has knowledge but was unable to manage the time. Tell me that A is going to be an ACS officer or B is going to be an ACS officer. You can type in the Q&A. In your opinion, who will be the ACS officer, A or B? Definitely Papori Das and Mahfuza Banu. Everybody is giving the correct answer only. And Madhu Leskar and Madhusmita, everybody is Sanaullah Leskar. B is going to be the ACS officer. That is why more than learning, I'm telling that if you're asking me among all these four, which one I should give the first preference is that practice answer writing, and second I will give get your answers be evaluated by an expert. That means under supervision of an evaluator, an expert, you should write the answer. After writing the answer, your answer should be evaluated by an expert person. Then you should be able to sit face to that person and listen how I can improve the answer. Even if sometimes teacher might not come to you, you should go to the teacher. Yes, teacher is not like a school days and bring your homework and assignment, let me check and give you the marks and scolding you. That is not the way. Civil service is an exercise of the matured people. I still remember. And in the very first batch of Academy of Civil Services, and when we got the very first result, when we established, and all Assam rank 47 was our first result. That student, when I was giving questions, and after giving questions, he was sent. Sometimes when he comes from home, he was giving me some 10 answers he has written, and he will tell me I wrote in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You please evaluate. It was the only time I faced that I was getting more answers than my time management. I was unable to manage the time. He was writing more answers. See that in the very first attempt, and he qualified, and he became in 2016 the very first result of Academy of Civil Services. Still, you can find his video in our YouTube channel. He will be specially mentioning that experience with me on how he was doing. That is why you should go to the teacher and tell, this is my answer. Please sit with me for 10 minutes and please look into the answer. Instead of giving the teacher and asking, I will come tomorrow. That is not the way we are doing. We'll ask the students, you come with your answer, sit with the teacher, let the teacher evaluate in front of you. Only the test series we are doing in the last, that teacher will evaluate and give you the written and the oral feedback. That way, under a supervision of a person, you should evaluate your answers. Management of time, I told you. You have 20 questions in GS1, except in GS4. GS4 ethics and integrity has less number of questions will be there. All other papers except essay and ethics and integrity, every paper has 20 questions. 10 questions of 10 marks, 100 marks. Another 10 questions of 15 marks, that is 150 marks. Total, you have 250 marks. This will be, answer has to be in 150 words. This one answer has to be written in 250 words. I will train you in the class how to write an answer in 150 words. That will give you the marks. There are two ways of answering 150 words. You are writing an answer, but you will not get the marks. Second way is that you are writing the answer and you will get the marks. That is also related to how you organize and manage your answer. See that. You have simply written an answer from A to Z, taking an A4 sheet and or taking a paper. You have written the answer from here. Lot of content is that nobody is going to take care of that. Another question is that analyze the problems faced by women in Assam's tea gardens. Question is that you have written lot of problems of the women in the tea gardens of Assam. You have written a wonderful essay, but your answer is not projected to the invigilator. Second way, in the first sentence you are writing, the women in Assam tea gardens are facing the problems like high illiteracy, lack of nutrition, and lack of higher education, early age at marriage, and frequent pregnancies, and huge maternal mortality, and etc. All the problems you are writing here, including the alcoholic addiction, and whatever problems are there for the females in the Assam tea gardens, you are writing everything. And now, and patriarchy. Now you are first sentence itself. By reading your first sentence, examiner gets the summary of your answer. Then one by one, first problem number one. And problem number one, as every society, the patriarchy. And that you can analyze how the patriarchy functions in a different way regarding the women in the tea gardens, lack of education, lack of nutrition, and lack of higher education, lack of skills, and they have forced to do the only single work. Then that type of so problems you can analyze. Each problem you are writing as a subheading. In one or two sentences you are writing as data or any information available with you on that. That means your answer is telling the examiner, dear examiner, I know 10 points. Earlier answer is not telling the examiner, what do you know regarding this one? Then your answer should be speaking to examiner, I know a lot of points on this particular question. That is how we have to, how is the way of writing the answer in a mark scoring way. Second one, writing the answer. See, there is a huge difference between the answer writing of your degree examination and the answer writing of the civil services. Degree examinations answer writing is a theoretical answer writing. You have to elaborate with beautiful words. You have to write a lot to get the answer, especially if you are from art stream. You will have to write a lot of answers. You have to write big answers. Here, the answer writing is a bureaucratic answer writing. Academic answer writing is a different thing. You have to analyze within the framework of a theory. Bureaucratic answer writing means that directly you are expressing your abundant knowledge. For example, what is a bureaucratic answer writing? What they are looking into is, you became an ADC in future. How many of you want to be? Please raise the hands. You became an ADC. After that, there is a problem in your territory. The government schools are giving low results in your territory. And Chief Minister asked you, please give me a report within 24 hours why the results were less in your districts. And in the government schools, the results in the 10th standard was less. Why? You give me a report. Will you write this way, the theories of education first? And then you are explaining that these theories are not practically found on ground in my districts. That is why, and I suggest that these theoretical changes have to be brought. Chief Minister will throw your report only. You have to write that in my district, 10 schools are there. In these 10 schools, 95 classrooms are there. In the 95 classrooms, to teach 95 classrooms, only 20 teachers are there. Then you please increase the number of teachers. One, solution, problem analyze, solution. In my school, and huge absenteeism is there. 70% of the students are not coming to the class for more than 50% of the days. That is why there should be an awareness camp for the parents on what is the importance of sending your children to the school every day. For silly reasons, they are taking absenteeism. In my area, the children coming to the schools from government schools are from the poor families, and there is acute malnutrition among these students. That's why they get ill regularly. They don't attend the classes. They don't get the health. They don't have a healthy atmosphere to learn. Then there should be a mission to eradicate the poverty and to improve the health standards of the children coming to the school. Chief Minister will love to see these things only. 10 points. Why happened? What is the solution? That should be the way of our answer writing more than an academic answer writing. Are you getting my point? Please raise the hands. What is the requirement of a civil service answer writing or a bureaucratic answer writing? Now let me give you a brief and on what is the exam. First part is that essay, you have to write two essays. Two essays you have to write in the examination, in the question paper. You will be given the task that you write two essays, but you have a good thing here in the essay paper. 8 topics will be there. 4 topics will be given in the section A. Another 4 topics will be given in section B. Now here your task is that you have to choose any one topic from section A, any one topic from section B and write an essay. One question automatically coming to your mind is, I know, how much should be the size of the essay? How much should be the size of the essay? No need of taking any attention. APSC and UPSC, both of them are writing in the examination question paper how much should be the size of your essay, between 1000 to 1200 words. What does it mean by 1000 to 1200 words? How you can understand? You do one thing, and to practice yourself, when you are joining Academy of Civil Services, we will give you the model question paper. To practice yourself, you take some A4 sheets. In the A4 sheets, you can make some 2 centimeter border on all the 4 sides. You can make some 2 centimeter or 1.5 centimeter border you can make. Inside that, you write an essay. You write some topics answer. Now, after that, you count in one line how many words are coming for you. Imagine some 7 words, 8 words will automatically come for everybody. And you are able to write 12 lines in a paper. Then 96 words are coming in one sheet, one side. That means 100 words are almost coming in one side. That you should have a prior understanding. 100 words are coming in my one page when I am writing. 100 words are coming. That means you have to write some 10 to 12 pages. If your handwriting is you are giving 2 big spaces and you are writing in a big font, and sometimes it will be some 70, 80 words are coming in one page, and you have to write some 1 or 2 pages extra. That way you should have an idea. What is 150 words for me and how much pages? What is 250 words for me? What is 1000 and 1200 words essay for me? Now, as I told that, APSC and UPSC, and in the section A, there will be certain descriptive topics. Section B, there will be certain knowledge-based topic. For example, APSC and UPSC, let me give you a brief idea. This was the APSC 2021 last year essay question. This was UPSC 2022 question. See that this is called as descriptive topics. A good life is one inspired by love and guided by knowledge. Explain. APSC. UPSC tells the time to repair the roof is when the sun is shining. Are you getting confused how to prepare such topics? Yes. How I can, because they might ask anything on the earth, whatever, and anybody is telling you learn 1000 topics till 1001, they will ask another question. Such questions are completely unexpected. What we have to learn? There is a technique. All such questions are coming. How to answer? How to answer? There is a structure. That structure we will discuss. It cannot be discussed in one hour or 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It needs at least some full 1 or 2 classes to make you understand the structure. One technique simply I can. Another question will be practical question. Practical question, the knowledge-based questions. Knowledge-based topics will be something related to our syllabus. They might ask sometimes the feminization of Indian labor, analyze the impacts of more feminization of Indian labor, and analyze some other and technical questions will be there, and analyze the theoretical ideologies of analyze the non-violence and its principles as per Mahatma Gandhi. That is a knowledge-based question. You should have the knowledge. What does it mean by non-violence for Mahatma Gandhi? Now, a good life is one inspired by love and guided by knowledge. Now here, how to frame up this answer, and you can take some examples from our own polity, examples from our own history. For this, can you take Mahatma Gandhi as an example? Can you take Jawaharlal Nehru as an example. Then from history, something came for you. And another thing is that you can take that how a good Indian society can be framed in the framework of Indian polity. You can think, because in Indian polity also, right to education is a fundamental right. That is, knowledge is the at the same time, an Indian constitution in the directive principles of the state policy, and it is asking us, sorry, the fundamental duties. We should have a scientific number. Knowledge is the Along with that, right to equality is there as a fundamental right. Equality will bring the love among the people. That means if somebody is believing I'm upper caste, another person is lower caste, there is no love between the upper caste and lower caste. Sometimes the dominance and discrimination comes. When equality comes, you are believing that me and you, we are the both equal citizens of the country. Between us, the love will be the only. Love will not create a good life, because that knowledge is also required. Hence, how we can compare? Because we have to think. One way of thinking is that think all the such questions based on our syllabus. How I can connect into some political or the polity perspective of this question, how the historic perspective of this question, how the economic perspective of this question. Economic perspective can be made out of this question, because a knowledgeable person and can earn more. Only by earning more a good life comes? No, by spending money for the welfare of the poor people or welfare of the needy people. Love is there. The knowledge and love can be, and that when there is knowledge plus love, only the life becomes easy. A person by knowledge introduced a new technology, introduced a vaccination, a medicine for cancer, and he earns too much money. Until and unless he does some social responsibility, we cannot call he has a good life. He has a good money, but good life is different. See that a simple APSC question, we analyze in 3 subjects perspective: polity, economy, and history. If you are thinking you can get more, this training has to be taken. There is one idea I'm telling, that such questions, how we can frame up in a high standard way. Such questions sometimes used to come in the English paper of the 10th standard also. Am I right? And the time to repair the roof is when the sun is shining, and answer the question, write an essay. But your answer must be different from a 10th standard student's answer. If you are also going to write the answer same as a 10th or 12th standard English paper question answering, the marks will not come. Our answer should show the writing skill plus our knowledge capacity, or the functioning and the processing of the brain instantly. Then thought processing, that some mechanism is there, some way is there, that guidance we will give you. By getting those guidance, you can think in those multiple different directions. Next one, coming into the next part, GS1. I hope that all of you are understanding what I'm trying to speak to you, and you are getting benefit out of that. Please raise the hands. If you are still with me and you are feeling that the program, you are benefiting a lot of new things you are understanding, then please raise the hands. Yeah, coming to GS1. In GS1, many people have a confusion what to study. The first part is that 3 parts are there in GS1: history, geography, and society in India. Lot of questions used to come in history. How many of you feel that in history, you have to study the world history? No, you don't have the world history in APSC. UPSC Mains, the world history is there. World history is not there. Do you need to study again the ancient and medieval political history? 5 sultanates and the Mughal Empire, Ashoka's Mauryan dynasty, Gupta dynasty, all the political history who came after this, no need to learn, because it is not in the syllabus. Syllabus has given more than political history of ancient and medieval India. The syllabus has given Indian culture. That is ancient, medieval, modern culture. Question might come on the paintings in India. Last year, there was a question on the prehistoric paintings of India. Why the question came? In the syllabus, Indian culture was the on how was the administration of Ashoka. There was no question, because the political history of ancient and medieval is not in the syllabus. Here, what you have to understand, thoroughly understanding the syllabus of the mains exam can reduce your burden. Otherwise, again, you are taking R.S. Sharma and Satish Chandra, medieval and ancient India. Again, starting to read all political history of ancient medieval India useless because it is not in the exam. You have to learn Sufism, Bhakti movement, a part of art culture, dance forms of Northeast India or major dance forms of India, part of Indian culture, and the painting and Mughal painting and prehistoric painting, ancient painting, and Gupta era, Gupta golden era. These are art and culture. You need to study only on ancient medieval, the culture part. No need of political history again. I can guarantee no question will come because if APSC has given the syllabus to somebody and prepare the question, in the syllabus they have mentioned only Indian culture, then the person who prepares the question will prepare only on Indian culture. There is a true thing because in the mains, they will not ask the people to prepare simply the question. They will give them the detailed syllabus they have. You can see in the website of the APSC. If you are going to the website and read, first and foremost important thing I want to tell you is that you read the syllabus properly. Civil Services Mains exam, you take the syllabus, and in the syllabus, paper 1 essay, and after that, GS1 in the syllabus, you see that what is written there, Indian culture shall cover salient aspects of art forms, literature, and architecture from ancient to modern times. Second, see that modern Indian history. Again, we learned in the class, I was teaching you modern Indian history, I think. In the class, we have learned that modern Indian history, we have studied from the arrival of Vasco da Gama, modern Indian history starts. Again, do you need to study the modern Indian history, taking spectrum modern India starting from Vasco da Gama? No. Why? The syllabus tells modern Indian history from about the middle of 18th century until present. That means from the middle of 18th century means 1750s. 17, in my understanding, from 1757 Battle of Plassey. You need to learn only the modern Indian history from Battle of Plassey till the present time. Not only till 1947, because post-independence history is also there. Then till today, the modern Indian history you have to study. Are you getting some relaxation now? Again, going back to all the, and Vasco da Gama, Dutch East India Company, French East India Company will be highly boring. Then the point is that why I want to tell you that read the syllabus properly. Because this way syllabus is given to the people who are preparing question. They will prepare from modern India, they will prepare from whatever is given in the syllabus. You will be unnecessarily making the comparison of Dutch East India Company and British East India Company. Yes or not? If you are going to read and Bipin Chandra's modern India, and you will get their comparison why Dutch failed and British survived in India. Because there is less chance, no chance of question come because it is not a part of our syllabus. Same way in geography, natural resources. In the geography and natural resources of India, read the syllabus properly and definitely will have when we start the class, each faculty will give you the detailed session, and natural resources of India and South Asia is directly given in the material. Natural resources of South Asia, then no chance that they will ask a question on the natural resources of US. They have given clearly in the syllabus, natural resources of South Asia has been given. Physical phenomena, water bodies, ice caps, and flora and fauna has been clearly given. Society, diversity, women's issues, demography, poverty, urbanization, globalization, communalism, regionalism, all these topics are specially given. Now see again one question. We can have an analysis of the last year's society in India, one question of APSC 2021, UPSC 2022. Examine the impact of globalization on Indian tribal communities. Globalization means we started accepting whatever in the world, we started giving to the world whatever. Cultural impacts are there of globalization. Economic impacts are there, social impacts, political impacts are there. Then examine the impact simply, at least by firstly, and dividing the impacts into political, social, cultural, and economic. Then you start thinking on Indian tribes, how the impacts are there. Second, see that given diversities among the tribal communities in India, in which specific context should they be considered as a single category? UPSC question. That means my point is that topics are same, question also coming in a different way, but it will come. Tribes is there, diversity is there, globalization is clearly mentioned in the syllabus. These three topics, tribes, diversity, globalization. These three are clearly mentioned in the syllabus of Society of India. If you learn the basics of these topics, you can answer these questions. Same way, coming into the next part, GS2 syllabus. We can divide the syllabus into multiple things, and a constitution, governance, and international relations. Constitution, we have studied in detail in the prelims examination. How many of you are students of Academy of Civil Services for the prelims? Please raise the hands. 1 minute. Yeah. Now, please raise the hands if you are a student of Academy of Civil Services. I can see large number of students. I hope that your exam was good, because polity we have discussed in detail in the class at the UPSC level. Then constitution chapters mentioned in the syllabus in detail. You read the syllabus of GS2, certain amendment is mentioned in the chapters. And that way, certain chapters have been clearly mentioned in the syllabus. You read those chapters. Comparison with Indian constitution and other foreign constitution, issues of federalism, parliament, executive, judiciary, pressure groups. These chapters have been, some more chapters have been mentioned in detail. Due to shortage of time, I'm not going back to the syllabus. Governance part, you read this portion. I will share the PPT to all of you. And development process like NGO, welfare schemes of government, health, education, human resource, etc. IR also, India and neighborhood is very important. The countries with which Assam is sharing the border, Myanmar, Bhutan, you have to study Bangladesh, you have to study India's policy, international relations with these countries, bilateral, regional, and global groupings, and BRICS Association, SAARC Association, G20 and international organizations, G20, World Economic Forum, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, 2023 summit is going to happen in India. Then we have to learn all these things in the general studies too. And due to shortage of time, because we have to finish within 5 minutes, I have to finish. I'm not going into in detail of analyzing question. You take the questions of the 2020. It is available online in our website. Also, it will be available. 2021 APSC questions you can take and see in detail how the question comes in the class. And starting from tomorrow, and tomorrow from 4:30, we are starting the mains class. All the previous students, you must come. And new students also, how many are new here? You can also join, no issues. Then previous students, it is absolutely free for you. You can come. New students also, one of the lowest fee in Assam will be our fee, and the best we will deliver you. Then economy, and we have more contents in the GS3, economy, science, and environment. In the economy, science, and environment also, these topics have been clearly mentioned in the syllabus. In economy, you see development, employment, inclusive growth, budget, agriculture, irrigation, technology for farmers, subsidies, public distribution system, minimum support price, technology missions, cattle rearing, food processing, and these topics have been clearly mentioned. If you take the last year's question, all questions you can see connected to these topics. Then same way, science and technology and environment also. Other two important topics in the GS3 are disaster management and security of India. Don't worry, we will give you in detail the classes on these topics. Next one, I want to give a little bit time on ethics. All of you will be feeling that what to study in ethics. Yes, do you have that confusion? There's a new paper introduced last year. APSC introduced from 2013. Then you have the UPSC introduced from 2013 and APSC introduced in 2021, ethics and integrity. Here also, in ethics and integrity paper, two sections are there. One is some conceptual questions they will ask. They will ask you what is ethics. Definitely. Two things are there. One, you have to follow the law. Second thing, when you are a civil servant, you should have an empathy. Yes or not? Imagine one old age pension has to be given. But for giving that old age pension, there are certain formalities. The beneficiary should have a bank account. Into that bank account only you can transfer the old age pension. One woman, old woman of 100 or 200 years or 80, 90 years is coming to you and telling you that you are a officer telling you that, dear ADC or dear beta, I could not eat anything for the last 2 days because I don't have money. Then you are telling that you first go to the bank and give me the bank account details and open a bank account. After you give an application, I will process in 1 week and will give you the old age pension. The rule tells that you should do that way. But the empathy tells that you should solve the problem of this woman immediately. Yes. Then rule and empathy, how you can connect it together. The question might come, I'm telling that a case study might be given, or the question might come that, and the rule of law and empathy and compassion a civil service officer will have, will it be contradictory or it can be complementary? Analyze. Such a situation is simple. Some logics are the, you can call a bank manager and ask him to instantly open an account for the person, and you can transfer the money to that bank account, and you can help the woman with an assistant, ask him to send and go with the woman this bank and take the money out and instantly, because you have the power, and using that power again you can follow the rules and you can show your empathy and compassion together. Instead of taking one side, I will follow only the rule or only compassion, I will give 1,000 rupees from my pocket. The two are not matching. In your answer, both should match. You should have empathy, compassion. You should have the respect for the law of the nation as well. You should try to execute and taking care all these aspects into the hand. Then that is the ethics and integrity. And lot of topics are given, and in the topics also ethics, attitude, aptitude, and in emotional intelligence. These are the topics and the thinkers which ethics you have to follow. Mahatma Gandhi, Buddha, and the reformist leaders like Swami Dayananda Saraswati and Swami Vivekananda. And all these important personalities and thinkers of India, and their ethics will also come in the examination. In the ethics, one thing I'm suggesting, before you start the preparation, make a printout of the APSC's ethics paper syllabus and read one by one, line by line, and try to understand, because there will be certain terms, those terms. And for example, probity in governance. Question will come using this term. Analyze the importance of probity in the governance. If you don't know what is probity, you will not be able to answer. Probity means honesty and decency in administration is the meaning. But then that way, different terms are there mentioned in the syllabus. You take out the syllabus, read one by one, and you try to understand the meaning of the terms. That is one part. Then second part, by lexicon, I will take this, goes in ethics and integrity in Academy of Civil Services. 3 faculties will teach you. Why we are making 3 faculties? All these 3 faculties have the UPSC experience. I will be one person taking some portion of the case study and some part of the syllabus. Another one will be Miss Ishala K. Other person is Mr. Faisal. These 3, all the 3 of us will teach you that, because we want to make this paper strong for you. And the reason is, and because in ethics and integrity, you should get the idea of different persons. Then only you can enlarge your vision and your ability of writing the answer in this paper. Next one, and see that how the question comes in ethics and integrity. Some theoretical question I have given, and case study question you can do yourself. The question is same, and the question is on the empathy. Discuss the importance of values of empathy, tolerance. Empathy means you are showing kindness towards others, and compassion for a bureaucrat in her attitude towards weaker section. If some poor people are coming in front of you, you should have the empathy, tolerance, and compassion. Do such values contradict the attitude of impartiality and non-partisanship expected from a civil servant? That means 2 people, you should be non-partisan. You don't be inclined towards one person, ignoring the other person. Here, what to do? Whatever the law tells, you should execute in both of them. But something will be there. Even if the law you are executing, poor people are unable to get the benefit. There, you should help the poor people. Is it contradictory? No, because empathy, compassion, you have to explain those things, whether these are contradictory or non-contradictory. UPSC also, Same question came. Apart from intellectual competency and moral quality, empathy and compassion are some of the vital attributes that facilitate the civil servants to be more competent in tackling crucial issues or taking critical decisions. Explain with suitable illustration. Another thing you have to learn to write the answer in the ethics and integrity is that you should bring a lot of examples. You should be able to bring the examples from your life. You should be able to bring the examples of the news you are reading in the newspaper. And you should be able to bring the examples of the incidents happened in the history. That way, if you are writing, enriching your answer, because you are able to learn from the examples, from the life of the great people, and from the experiences of the great people, that will help you to make your answer more scoring and more effective. Next one, GS5. Assam portion, history and culture of Assam. You need to study here the entire history, including political history, because syllabus has clearly mentioned political and cultural history of Assam, art, culture, and literature. In the geography of Assam, physiographic divisions of Assam, natural resources, and biodiversity of Assam. In the polity of Assam, you need to study all portions of the part 6, the states of Indian: governor, chief minister, council of ministers, and State Public Service Commission, state, this is not part 6 anyway, and state public, outside part 6, State Public Service Commission, State Election Commission, and State Information Commission, State Human Rights Commission, all those portions. This is, I forgot to write the explanation clearly. I copy pasted, then came economy of Assam. In depth, you have to study the industries: tea industry, bell industry, and other important industries of terracotta industry and tourism of Assam. And all these important aspects we have to learn in the Assam economy. Biodiversity, environmental issues of Assam, disaster management and security of Assam. You have to study in detail. These are the topics you need to study in the disaster in the GS5 paper. You don't have optional papers, then you are lucky people and easy to prepare than UPSC. No language paper, no Indian language, no English language paper. Only your exam is a 5 GS paper and 1 essay, 6 papers mains examination. Do start your preparation now itself, today itself. Don't waste your time and start the answer writing practice from tomorrow. Academy of Civil Service, we are also starting the class, and we are giving you the answer writing practice from the day 1. And when we will take the model exams also, time management under the expert guidance of the direct faculties. Me, I will be the Miss Ishala, Mr. Faisal, Miss Mahashweta Goswami, Miss Kidartho, Mr. Asif Rahman. All of us, the team, will guide you. And Academy of Civil Services, we believe we want the genuine results. You also want the results for you, and we will together. If we are making a result, we will be able to show you who are the people qualified from Academy. We want to show that point and show you qualified with this much rank from Academy of Civil Services. Thank you all. And now Asif sir will take a session for 5 minutes, and 5 to 10 minutes he will introduce you with how you can join for the course of Academy. I hope that all of you liked it. If you have any doubt, I will take after Asif sir's presentation.
Our classes, we are going to start from tomorrow itself. So as you have already heard from Dr. Sajid, what would be the preparation for the mains examination? Whatever subject it is, of course, we have to go in deep, and we have to again revise our static part, whatever you have learned before the preliminary examination. Plus, we also need to go through various articles which are related to the current affairs. So all these subjects, including geography, economy, polity, we have to read a lot of topics and articles which were in the news recently. Then only you will have the content on how to write the examination or how to write your answer. After writing your answer, you just need to send it through an email, or if you are joining with us here in offline mode, then we will see your paper, we will evaluate your paper, and we will let you know how much marks you will be getting and why you are getting, say, 4 marks out of 10. Why are you getting 8 marks out of 10? Of course, if you're getting more marks, we will give you the positive feedback. If you're getting low marks, then also we will give you the positive feedback. So yes, we are going to start our classes from tomorrow itself. The timing will be 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. as you have already seen here on the screen. So yes, we are going to start our classes very soon from tomorrow, both in offline and in online classes. When the online classes, the course fee will be 7,500 rupees only. So in 7,500 rupees, we are going to give you live classes. Yes, from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. And if you miss the live class, if you are a working professional, don't worry. You will also get the recorded. So as you can see here, recorded classes will also be provided to you. And if you join the offline course, which we are going to start from tomorrow at the same timing, 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m., then you just need to give a small amount more than the online, that is 12,500 rupees we are charging from you for the offline classes in Guwahati and in Dibrugarh. So in Guwahati, we have our center in Jew Road, and in Dibrugarh, we have our center in Naliapul. Of course, you all know what is the expenses and liabilities to go for a coaching or to give you the answer sheet and question paper and everything. So for those liabilities, we are charging a minimum amount. And I'm sure that this amount will not be able to compete with any coaching institute all over Assam. Since we are already going to start our classes from tomorrow for our previous batches, because all the students who have joined with us from the prelims, they have got a integrated course, that is prelims plus mains plus interview. So therefore, for them, anyhow, we are going to start from tomorrow itself. Now, those students who want to train with us for the mains examination, who are not an enrolled student of ACS, you are welcome to our platform. You're welcome to learn exclusively from the most high-level faculties that we have from all over India, specially designed for this UPSC model of examination. So yes, you're welcome to our courses. So we have also personal mentoring. So this year, especially this year, we have launched this idea to counsel with each and every student one-to-one. So if you are an online student or if you are an offline student, you're free to approach our faculties. Whatever faculties you want, whichever subject you feel you're weak in it, you're free to approach them. You can call them, you can communicate with them. Of course, there will be a time period because most of the time our faculties might be in the classes. So you might not be able to get in connect. So therefore, you will get a time slot, which time the concerned faculty is free. For example, if there is a button, in your profile, you can see that Monday, I am Asif sir is free at 4:30 p.m. You will be able to see that highlighted. So at that period of time, you can book your call and we will call you, or you can also call back in that particular time period. And yes, this is exclusive system that we have introduced this time so that we can get, or Academy of Civil Service can get the genuine all Assam rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yes, we are expecting the all Assam rank 1 to 10 from Academy of Civil Services. Let's take it as a challenge. It is a challenge for us and for you, whether you want to become all Assam rank 1, all Assam rank 2, or all Assam rank 3. It depends what challenge you are going to take. But trust me, never think that it is not possible. All are humans. Same like a person who is preparing like you is going to become the All Assam rank 1. Then why not you? You will be also able to get the All Assam rank 1. So think big. Then of course anything below that is possible for you. Well, next batch, that is the offline batch. So if you have any cousins, friends, or any group where you are preparing for the examination, if they are not able to clear the exam, then please refer them for our upcoming offline classes, which we are going to start from 17 April in Dibrugarh and 26 April in Guwahati. So this will be a 2 hours class. Timing will be 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. So as I told you, we have this integrated class of prelims and mains. Together, we will cover the syllabus for prelims and mains within 12 months. So total 600 hours of high-level UPSC content will be given to you, which includes the Assam portion as well. So obviously, Assam portion, keeping importance of the 35% of marks, we will give you the maximum content in deep within this 600 or 12 months of coaching. So don't worry about it. In the offline classes, we are giving the hard copy free. So you will be getting free hard copy materials. These like hard copy materials. Some materials are in front of me. So I want to show you. You can see this specially designed for APSC, right? Specially designed for APSC. So anyway, next, what the batches that we have is the online batch. So if you are not able to go for offline, if you're not able to go for any urban cities like Dibrugarh, Guwahati, don't worry. Sitting at your home, you can share with your cousins, with your group. If you are, or if you feel that your cutoff marks is not going up to the level of at least 65 or 70, then of course you can restart your preparation with Academy of Civil Services in the online mode. So this is a 12 months coaching. Also 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. is the timing. Evening 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. 2 hours of classes will be there. Batch is going to start from 17 April. Well, not p.m. Sorry, this is a.m. So from 17 April, we are going to also start a morning batch. So this I used to call as the online Good Morning Booster course. It is my tagline. So yes, early morning, you can sit at your home, you can open the Zoom and you can attend our classes from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. live, sitting at your home. Also, you will get the recordings of the same classes, which will be a lifetime accessible account. So after you finish your syllabus of 600 hours of all the subjects, you will be able to revise the classes from the recorded classes which we will be provided to you. And not only that, not only in the online platform, we are going to give you the recorded classes. Well, also you will get the recorded classes in the offline mode as well. So both in the online and offline, we are going to give you the recordings of the live classes. Now, let me take you to our website, our official website, and let me show you. So see, this is the front page of our official website. In the front page itself, you will get APSC Mains 2023. Register now. Click here and you will get redirected to the course. So you can see here, the course fee is 7,500 for the online. Tomorrow we are going to start. Click here. After clicking here, you will get two options: Razor Pay, bank transfer. For any online transactions like debit card, credit card, Google Pay, you can pay through Razor Pay and instantly your account will get open. Once your account get open, let me show you what you will get inside that. So this is my login ID. Let me log in myself. And of course, in my profile, I have the courses. Hopefully, I will be able to show you if the courses are available in my account. So this way, you will get a profile. So this is a advanced batch full course, right? So here you will be getting test series, study plan, previous year questions, materials, everything will be inside your account instantly once you enroll the courses. And the mains course also, you will be getting inside the course this way. You will get the study material, you will get the previous year questions, you will also get sample answers written by our toppers. So this way, you will get abundant content from our courses. Also, if you want to go with the full courses, then click the APSC online button here. This is the view details, and you can see a huge number of courses. I have told you about the offline and the online, but here you will see also you can buy only hard copies. If you want to go for only Assam history, you can go and buy here. And also you can buy only test series, only CSET GS paper 2, current affairs also, mains course, and APSC model crash course. Like this is a short crash course. Here we are not including the mains portion, but here you will get a fast forward crash course for the APSC preliminary examination. You can click here and you can know the price of all these courses which are mentioned here. So if you have any queries, if you have any doubts, you can go to the website and you can get this number which is given here. You can see the number 9085 268 769. So in this number, you can call directly, you can get a counsel, you can know whatever doubts you have in your mind, and we will be helping you for the upcoming APSC mains examination. And I'm sure that this amount of fee which you will be paying us will be worth it. because this amount of fee will decide your career, will decide your future. So the rest of your life as an ACS officer will be decided with this particular examination that you are going to attend, right? So if you are able to get more marks in this mains examination, then your task is getting easier. Because in the interview, of course, we will give you the mock interview. We will train you in front of the ex-IS officers. We will train you in front of ex-APSC or ACS officers who will train you how to handle an interview, how to develop your personality. And there, if you score well enough in the interview, nobody will be able to score you, or nobody will be able to stop you in getting the highest rank in Assam.